It's a must-see for all tourists. Let's go see what we can find. There are 3 definites here on the island. Those would be wind, stone, and women. When I was told there was a teddy bear museum on Jeju Island, of course I had to come down and check it out for myself. There are over 1,800 teddy bears in this museum, all reenacting different events throughout the last century. The story of the teddy bear begins over 100 years ago in the United States, when the ex-president Theodore Roosevelt was on a camping trip. He was unable to catch any bears during this camping trip, so a staff member caught him a little cub, tying it to the tree and handing the president a rifle. Well, the president wasn't having any of it, and he handed the rifle back, saying that's very unsportsmanlike behavior. That particular episode made it to the newspapers a couple weeks later as a cartoonist drew up the event in the local press. Well, a candy store owner loved the story so much that she created herself a little bear, putting it in her candy store window, calling it Teddy's Bear. That then does begin the story of the epic child toy, the teddy bear. I've come down to one of the many back streets in Seoul, Korea to find myself some street food at a very inexpensive price. Right over here we've got rice cakes, we've got crab shells, mussels, these are fish cakes. But my favorite is right over here. I like the deep fried stuff. That was really, really good. At first glance, Dubai may appear to be a bubble of modernity in the Arabian Gulf. But if you dig a little bit deeper, you're bound to find a culture that's deeply rooted in history and tradition. Throughout the Emirate of Dubai, there are multiple heritage sites. Let's go have a look at just a few of them. Now this lady is making a traditional dish. It's traditional Emirati bread called chibab. Now this meal is typically eaten in the morning at breakfast with, I believe, date syrup. Well, it smells amazing, so I'm going to try one.
One of the more prominent families of the time was that of one named after the area itself. Dr. Isa Bustaki was born and raised here.
One of the original Bustakiyas from Bustakia. Incredible. What does that mean to you?
Well, it means a lot.
This is the Al Fahdi Fort. It was erected in 1787 to protect Dubai from invasion. Today, it's the Dubai Museum. Now this here is called a kajuja, and basically it's a device, just as you see here, with a metal stand and a cotton pillow that women would spend hours, even days at a time, sitting at, threading together sort of a decorative lace that is used on a lot of women's outfits known as al-talil. One way that Koreans keep themselves entertained while on the move is with a relatively new service called DMV, or Digital Media Broadcasting. Concept is quite simple. Television on your mobile phone. I'm at the theater to take in a performance that's not only taken Korea by storm, but the entire world. It's known as the Nanta. These guys, they're not only chefs, they're also percussionists. I suddenly feel very powerful. This is Insadong. It's a prominent historic district of Seoul. Apparently this plastic surgery clinic is visited by some of the top officials in government here in Korea. I wonder what she's in for. I'm on the ground of Cheongdeok Palace. But I think I'll give that one a miss.
Oh, 예뻐요. Beautiful.
I love Korea.